Commissioner Dombrovskis, my first remark on the recovery and resilience facility is that it appears to function in parts as a mechanism to support budgets of certain member states through a large-scale EU-level borrowing. I come from a member state that experienced a scandalous conditioning on the RRF funds from Bulgaria, and our access to RRF funds was tied to commitments such as closure of coal-fueled power plants, which is an issue in Bulgaria with a very serious implication for national energy security, for regional stability and employment. And my question is it appropriate to make EU funding be conditionally linked to politically and socially sensitive reforms, especially when there is no broad national consensus on this? So in the context of Bulgaria's participation in the RRF, how can the Commission ensure that the funding mechanisms support national development and they don't undermine the strategic autonomy of my country? And further, there's been sufficient public debate about how there has been public debate on how this is negotiated, allocated, or used. And we see a pattern where different budgetary needs are basically substituted by this mechanism. So is the EU creating this debt structure that risks the centralizing of power and the weakening of national sovereignty? And is that also a burden for future generations, because Bulgaria faces the same future interest burden from EU-level borrowing, such as wealthier states? And is it fair or sustainable to commit to collective debt without a clear say in how it is managed, or without safeguards to ensure that the benefits are shared proportionately?
Yes, thank you very much for those questions. So first on this question on deadlines of the RRF, indeed this is not the first time we are discussing this subject, and as we had been outlining from the Commission side, we would see it as a highly risky approach now to try to bank on extension of the deadlines, including on the own resources decision, which requires unanimity and parliamentary procedures in pretty much all member states, and to lose focus on implementation. And indeed, you rightly noted that the Recovery and Resilience Facility was created as a response to COVID-19 pandemic, and COVID-19 pandemic is long since gone. So also from the very beginning, it was meant to be a time-limited instrument. But it's true that the Recovery and Resilience Facility has evolved over time. Indeed, it has proven to be an agile instrument, being able to respond to urgencies we had been facing further down, including the energy prices, when we added the Repower EU chapters to the RRF to help member states to address the issues related to disruptions in the context of Russia's aggression against Ukraine. And also now we suggest to have possibilities for RRF to contribute also to European defence industry program, because strengthening European defence capabilities in the context of current turbulent geopolitical situation, in the context of Russia's ongoing aggression against Ukraine, it has been clearly set as a EU-level priority, and this is a possibility and voluntary possibility for member states to contribute to this, again subject to member states and European Parliament agreeing to this proposal, which the Commission have put forward with our 4th of June communication. Then the question on the decarbonization plans in case of Bulgaria, well, it has been clear from the very beginning, and the Recovery and Resilience Facility was designed in this way that it has to also substantially contribute to greening of our economies and to addressing all or substantial subsets of country-specific recommendations. And those were also questions reflected in country-specific recommendations for Bulgaria, correspondingly also reflected in the Recovery and Resilience Plan. Actually, just recently, on 16th of April, Bulgaria proposed a comprehensive revision of the plan, modifying a number of measures across all components, including as regards the decarbonization, so streamlining milestones and targets, providing certain flexibility while maintaining the overall objectives. So we are currently assessing this plan and hope to finalize this revision soon, so that indeed Bulgaria, from there on, Bulgaria can focus on actual implementation of the plan, because deadlines are quite tight, and indeed Bulgaria is one of the countries which has fallen behind in terms of RRP implementation, so there is urgent need to accelerate this work. Well, as regards the RRF being a debt-based instrument financed by common European borrowing, that was something which has been explicitly again agreed by EU co-legislators, both European Parliament and member states, and is being implemented accordingly.